First of all, I'm from South Bristol, New York, if anybody's ever been there, lots of grapes. Really isolated community, so there's basically rednecks and hippies, or you're either one or the other, or you're a mix of both. My family's perfectly in the middle. Second of all, my family is possibly the most functional, dysfunctional group I've ever met in my entire life. We make it work, it's just really weird along the way. And then third, the only reason that worked was because my mom is pretty much the super parent. Like, she took care of me and 3 other kids and made sure that we all laid out their limbs and everything. So one of the first times I realized that I was going to make it out with my limbs was I was about 4 years old. My mom had taken me, my sister, and 2 neighbor kids and the family dog to my grandparents' horse farm, where there were horses, but at the moment no people. And she was gonna do like a craft, I guess. We were gonna like make snowmen out of acorns. I don't really know. And we're like, me and 4 other kids of like varying ages, all under the age of like 6, are just wandering in this horse pasture. We thought it was empty. And all of a sudden, my mom is absolutely screaming. Just so you know, she's a very pleasant looking woman. She looks a lot like me, except she's blonde and really skinny. So like, just like this tamest looking person on the planet. So all of a sudden she's screaming. She's like, get behind the trees. She's swearing, get behind the effing trees. Like, bunch of kids under 6. So we're all behind the trees. We're not really sure what's going on. I look out behind the trees. My mom is running around in a circle. There are 2 horses, who are actually very friendly, chasing her. Or she's chasing them, I'm not really sure. It's just going in a big circle. All of a sudden, the dog decides to join in on the fun. So this gigantic like mutt joins the circle. There's now 2 horses, my mom, who's a very pleasant-looking woman, now looking very hairy, and a giant dog, just going around in a circle for about 20 minutes. And at some point, you have to kind of like, even at 4 years old, decide what you're going to do, and my response was to gather up all the other kids and leave my mom with 2 horses around a pasture for God knows how long. She kind of made it up to the farmhouse eventually, not ever sure what happened there, too young to really ask or care. I was distracted by cartoons, and that's my story.